Alright, well, it's Valentine's Day today, and I would like to wish a very happy Valentine's Day to a certain special somebody out there whose name I won't mention because she is kind of well known in a similar way that I am, so I think some of my listeners and viewers will recognize that one. But still, best wishes, and here's my Happy Valentine's Day video. Sorry it can't be more than a simple picture of a cute kitten, but I hope you enjoy it. Kittens are very cute. Oh, look at the kitty. Anyway, this video isn't just about Valentine's Day, so I want to move on to some other news. Alright, so in other news, apparently Dawn of War 2 can officially kiss my ass. No, just kidding, guys. Dawn of War 2, although I am not completely rejecting it and renouncing it, I am not happy with it either. I haven't been playing it for a week. I won't be playing it over the next week either. Beta will be finished by the time I think about playing it again, and I will not be buying it as soon as it comes out. It's a very fundamentally flawed game, and if I do end up buying it, it will be because of things like single player, 3-on-3, and just generally making VODs, which I admit have been very popular. But as far as competition is concerned, in full-on one-on-one, which is my forte, it kind of does suck. And one thing that made me very angry is that Relic actually mentioned that they want this game to be an esport, and it is not going to be a successful esport. Now, let me just go through some of my main reasons why this game just isn't working for me. Number one, there aren't any diverse player styles at higher level. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that if you go into a Dawn of War 2 game wanting to win against a decent player, you really want to just optimize everything that you do. You want to pick the right hero, you want to pick the right build order, you want to pick the right units, you want to play in exactly the right way, and you do that every game, and you come into every single game with a cookie cutter strategy, and this game really just brings the whole concept of cookie cutting strategies right to the fore, and really just I don't really know the word for it, but it makes it, it emphasizes it in such a way that I don't like it, and there just isn't really enough strategy in the game. There isn't enough player diversity. You can't, for example, be the kind of player that favors a tech build or early rush or so on. Everybody has to do the same thing, and that really annoys me, and there's no real way around it for Relic because they've hardwired the game in such a way to really curtail those sorts of things. And maybe at a later date I'll release a video which really goes into a lot more detail about those things. But look, it's just not doing it for me. I gave it a really good go, and I'm just not having fun with like mass gaming Dawn of War 101. So that's too bad. You may see some more Dawn of War 2 from me eventually. I may buy it at a later stage, but I owe a lot of money on my computer. A lot of people ask me what my computer specs are. I have a really bad memory for those sort of things, but I do know that I'm running like a quad-core thing, and I've also got one of those new NVIDIA 9800s in terms of the graphics card. I'll have to look up the rest of the specs, but I got my friends to do it, to build the computer for me and stuff. I just don't know too much about specs. So there you have it. But I would make great use of the computer with Dawn of War 2, so I may buy it in the long run. More to come soon. Anyway, next on the agenda, finally something a bit more positive, although, I must admit that Valentine's Day is a very positive thing. Finally, Warhammer Fantasy, the Tomb Kings, man, check out these bad boys. Tomb Kings army is really trucking along. I've been doing a ton of painting on these guys. And the tournament is not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm hoping to get plenty of pictures for you guys to just give some battle reports on how the tournament goes. The tournament organizers, as I mentioned in my previous Warhammer video, are very strict for this particular tournament. They're really encouraging fair army lists and fair play. So once I handed in my army list, it immediately got vetoed. In fact, they're not letting me run that army, so I'm having to like tone it down to make it weaker. And I assume that's the case for everybody else entering the tournament. So it's really weird. Like, for example, they didn't like my Tomb King with the flail of skulls and the collar of Shapesh on the burning chariot. They seemed to think that was a bit overpowered. I can tell you, like in a serious game, that kind of list would fit in, but for this tournament it's not really working. And that's not even the most powerful Tomb King I can think of. In fact, I don't even like that Tomb King. After the tournament, I'm going to make it a Tomb Prince and have the Tomb King on foot with the Destroyer of Eternities. If you guys know about Warhammer and about Tomb Kings, you'll know what that is. But Won't go into too much detail. Anyway, really looking forward to the tournament, and really looking forward to doing some commentary, battle reports on this stuff. And I've been posting a lot of Warhammer forums lately, and there's been a lot going on. So really keen about fantasy at the moment. Really enjoy my army. I've played 3 games with the Tomb King so far. Totally thrashed every single time. I just I'm a total noob when it comes to Warhammer, but I'm picking up things very quickly, and it's not really a fault of my army list most of the time. It's just bad decisions, and those are things that I'm fixing up every game, and really sorting things out. Mind you, my recent game against Empire, my Screaming Skull Catapult actually destroyed itself the first turn due to some very bad luck on the misfire and then rolling a 1. But that's life, and that's Warhammer, and that I'm sure that can't happen to be every single game. Got a game coming up tomorrow and Sunday as well, so hoping to give you guys a report on that if I bother to take my camera along. And with that, hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. And I hope certain somebody has a very great Valentine's Day. But yeah, that's about it for now. Hopefully I'll have some more videos up later in the weekend featuring Warhammer. See you guys later.